This is a Pomodoro timer, though some may not agree with me and say, that's just a kitchen timer, bud. But just hear me out. It could boost your productivity, and I think many of us could do with that. So put the controller down, it'll be worth your while. Let's start simply. The word Pomodoro is simply the Italian word for tomato, or at least that's what Google tells me. I don't speak Italian, but at least you can start to see the connection between this and the technique known as the Pomodoro technique. In terms of the technique, the idea is that you pick a single focused task, set the timer for 25 minutes, then spend all of those 25 minutes working on that task, ignoring interruptions and distractions as much as possible. In Tim Ferriss's words, emergencies are seldom that. When your timer hits 0, you've completed 25 minutes of focused work. Great job. Set your timer for 5 minutes. This is your break. Perhaps grab your favorite drink, or go to the bathroom, or watch a smidgen of a YouTube video. But stop when the Pomodoro commands. You've now completed your first Pomodoro, 25 minutes of work and a 5-minute break. Rinse and repeat until you've done a total of 4 Pomodoros, which means you have done a 2-hour block of work. I appreciate that this does include 20 minutes of break time, but many people will get distracted in a 2-hour stint, and you will likely have produced more than them in this time. Once the final timer hits, it's time for a longer break, 30 minutes being a good duration to target. Then repeat your block of 4 Pomodoros, and do as many of these that adequately fills the work or productive segment of your day. Now, I've had the week off on my day-to-day job, and I like to be productive, so I've completed over 50 Pomodoros, so the best part of 25 productive hours. And I'd have to say that it really does make you focus, but there are some interruptions that really don't make sense to ignore, and some work tasks that really aren't well suited. I had an exercise bike delivered, which wouldn't have fitted through the letterbox, nor fitted inside my shed, nor if it got delivered to the local post office and I had to go collect it, the boot of the car. It's a bit too small. I also got my hair cut so that it didn't look too derpy for these videos. But the appointment didn't start on time, nor did it keep time to my schedule, but there's not a lot I could really do there. Fixing a problem with the car, cancelling my gym membership, and building the exercise bike were all tasks that didn't really suit the Pomodoro technique that well because they didn't easily fit into 25-minute blocks. Recording videos also didn't work so well. It would be very likely that a timer would go off halfway through the take, which would then just ruin it, and I'd have to start again, so not cool. A better way to handle video recordings is simply just to record 1 or 2 videos and then take a short break. It's worth trying this technique out by simply just diving straight in, then review after a week perhaps, to determine what tasks work well under the Pomodoro technique and how many Pomodoros you need to typically complete certain types of tasks. I know that it would take about 2 to 4 Pomodoros to write a YouTube script, or around 6 to 8 Pomodoros to complete a YouTube video edit. I generally think that this technique works well for most computer-based tasks. Now, it's not so vital that you have one of these. This is mostly for the video's sake. You can get apps on iOS and Play Store, or set a timer on your phone, or even just type timer in Google. Now, I really don't like tomatoes. I'm really not a fan. But you may be watching this in your Pomodoro break, so perhaps you need some sort of payoff from this video for getting this far. So and you've still got a minute to spare.